Greetings. Welcome to EDTV News Channel, the People's Channel. In this report, we have two stories to talk about. Stay tuned for the full reports. Blessings to all subscribers and viewers. If you're here for the first time, you can support the channel by like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Two bodies believed to be Jamaicans found in plane wheel JetBlue reports. So we'll get into the report. Two people were found dropped out in the wheel well of a JetBlue plane after it landed at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport Monday night, the airline has reported. According to a report from CNN, the airline on Tuesday said the bodies were discovered during a post-flight maintenance inspection after it operated as Flight 1801 from John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York. The airline also stated that an investigation has been launched to ascertain the circumstances of how the now deceased accessed the plane. The Broward County Medical Examiner's Office will perform autopsies to determine the cause of dropout of both individuals. Kerry Card, spokesperson of the Broward County Sheriff's Office, is quoted saying, CNN further reported that the investigation has not hampered the operation at the airport. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, the landing gear compartment is often used by stowaways who don't realize how little space is available in the bay when the gear is retracted. Stowaways who are not crushed often end up losing consciousness for lack of oxygen or freezing once the plane is at a cruising altitude. CNN, citing a 2011 FAA report, said about 80% of people who attempt to fly in the wheel well or another external compartment of an aircraft die. It is believed that the deceased are Jamaicans, though their identities have not been confirmed. Now, people, we'll move on, this time to the parish of Clarendon. He was my best son. Clarendon mother Mourns as 4 shot, 1 fatally in ears. Shirley Morgan Bowen was attending a church crusade in East Clarendon on Sunday night when gunshot rang out a short distance away. But Morgan Bowen said she was so caught up in the intense worship session that she did not hear the gunfire that sent persons at the scene scampering for cover. Neither did she realize that her son had been taken out and 3 other people injured just meters away. Deputy Police Superintendent DSP Owen Brown of the Maypen Police Station in Clarendon told the news media that 31-year-old Daniel Bowen, who was shot by men firing handguns, and that other victims were hospitalized, 2 with minor flesh wounds and 1 in serious condition. About 8:30 p.m., the victims were reportedly among a group of people relaxing in a yard, a popular hangout spot for the men in the community, when 3 gunmen alighted from a vehicle and started chasing and fire at them. Brown said, adding that the police were still collecting statements. In an eerie twist, it was Morgan Bowen who directed the first police patrol towards the crime scene, only to find out minutes later that her son, a beloved security guard from the area, was the main subject of their visit. She told the news media yesterday afternoon that Bowen's dropout has triggered a whirlwind of despair for her. She recalled hearing that he had dropped out following surgeries at the Maypen Hospital. All of the shots went up the upper body. pure chest shots. Nothing was wrong with down at his belly, and it looked as if one of the shots broke one of his hands, said the despondent mother. Bowen was the fourth of her 7 children, and notable, the most humble and respectful of the lot, she said. He was everything to me. He was a son, a brother, and a friend. He was patient, humble, and he was not a child who back answered or fought his mother. If I even say something and him vex, he wouldn't respond. Him gone, she said. Adding that he was a dependable breadwinner who remained focused even after his father, also a security guard who was shot and taken out on the job 20 years ago. Last week he got paid and he gave me 8,000 and said, Mommy, don't worry, Mommy, cause I am going to make you all right, cause I don't want you to be in need of anything. That was the last conversation me and him had, said the elderly woman. Residents said Bowen, who they recall being hardworking, fell while trying to flee his attackers, who then stood over him and shot him several times. Nonetheless, they do not believe he was the intended target. DSP Brown told the news media that Bowen was never on the police radar for any crimes committed in Clarendon. Already, 2 persons of interest have been picked up and were undergoing processing in relation to the dropout and shooting up to late yesterday evening. I can't say that any conflict is going on in the area right now. We just understand that the men were on their phones strolling when the car drove up and the men started firing. Alfred Brown. At the moment, we can't say that there are any gang wars going on because we never had the intel neither before or after the incident in that era. The argument in the street is that he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, but we are still on the scene and we are still carrying out investigation to see where this is coming from, Brown added. Very, very sad story, people. Please leave your comment in the comment section and tell me what you think. One aim, one God, one destiny. Walk good, talk good, live good. Blessings.